Hello everybody, it is Wednesday, December 20th, 2017. New Comics Day, best day of the week. Time for another video. I'll show you all my new pickups this week, as well as give you my pick of the week like I usually do. I'll talk about a couple books coming out next week, and usually I talk about books in the back. I'll talk briefly about one of them, which I talked about briefly before, but I'm going to give you some really good picks of some books that are coming out over the next couple months that I didn't have in my key books to pick up for early 2018. I forgot to talk about these ones, so there's some really good ones coming I'm going to talk about, so stay tuned. Thanks again for watching, and let's get right into it. I'm going to start with my... I got one from Dark Horse this week. I got Hellboy Krampusnacht. As usual, I haven't read any of these. I haven't even had a chance to put them in my Mylar bags. These are just in the bags from the shop. So I'm looking forward to that one. It's supposed to be pretty good, so we'll see what happens with that. I got, from Image, I got Gravediggers Union number 2. I got issue number 1 a little while ago, and I like that. It's pretty cool story. And I got issue number 4 of The Realm, kind of ongoing series. I really like this one. It's pretty cool. And then I got a variant for that as well. I'm not sure which one's a variant, which one. I think this one is the regular cover, but anyways, it's cool looking cover on that one. I like that. That's it from Image and Dark Horse this week. From Marvel, picked up a few titles from them, quite a few actually. Marvel 2-in-1 Thing and the Human Torch. Mentioned that one a while back. I think I called it, I think I said Venom 2-in-1. I meant Marvel 2-in-1. It's only a matter of time before they bring back Fantastic Four, so I'm pretty sure that's, I mean, obviously it's Fate of the Four Part 1, so you know that's coming back. Tales of Suspense number 100. Cool looking cover, and it's supposed to be a decent story, that, so I'm probably gonna keep going. It's a 5-part story. I think I'm gonna keep going with that one. And Old Man Logan number 32, another really cool cover. Last issue's cover number 31 was awesome. Scarlet Samurai, that's the second part of that, and man, it's a really good cover. Diodato, he's a good artist. Incredible Hulk number 711, Return to the Planet Hulk. Hopefully that story is, I don't know, kind of been disappointed with Hulk lately, but I'll see what happens with it. Guardians of the Galaxy 149. As I mentioned, next issue is Return of Adam Warlock, so make sure you pick that one up. Also, Spider-Gwen number 27, continuation of that Gwenom storyline. And last one from Marvel, Venom 159. Maniacs in there. That's the continuation of that Venom Incorporated Part 3 there, and last issue was the first full appearance at Spider-Man 792. Hope you guys got that one. That's a good, really good one to get. I didn't get the variant for this. My shop didn't have the Phoenix variant. I got one coming, but I won't have it for a little while. So anyways, it's a really cool looking cover, but wasn't able to get that one today. Just kind of looking forward to that one. Anyways, that's it for Marvel. Last up is DC. Got my Batman 37 regular cover and the variant cover. Really liking King's story writing. He's good. But and Batman, I haven't read it, but I watched a review on this. It's supposed to be really good, so that's a good one. And my pick of the week this week is Dark Knight's Metal number 4. If you haven't been buying this series, I would suggest you pick them up. All the first prints. This is the metal foil cover. There's 4 covers to that, so I've got all 4 of them. So that's the, like I say, the foil cover. There's 3 different variants with that as well. There's that one there. I don't know which is A, B, C, or D or whatever, but there's that one there. That one looks pretty cool. And then that one there. So there's usually 4 covers for these metal, or has been anyways for all of them. And I picked them all up. It's an awesome series, and that's one that's going to be down the road. Is going to be worth having. They've all gone to second prints too. So, anyways, that is it for new pickups this week. I talked briefly about. I was going to show you this one here, Umbrella Academy. couple, I can't remember when it was, a couple weeks ago, whatever, but this is the Free Comic Book Day. This is actually their first appearance. This is, there's a 12-page story in here, and it's obviously got them on the cover. So that with Netflix doing a show on them coming up in 2018, that's one you're going to want to get. There's not a ton of them out there. And, you know, because it was a free comic book, a lot of people just beat the shit out of them or didn't take care of them at all. So if you can find it, get one. I'd recommend that, and the both series, Apocalypse Suite and Apocalypse Dallas, are really good ones to get. So I talked about those in one of my last videos. Like I say, I mentioned early beginning of this video, there's some really good books coming out. And I'm going to start with Image. I've mentioned Walking Dead 175 and Spawn 282 in one of my previous videos. Let's mention them again. Walking Dead, that's a whole new storyline and all new characters, so that's a key one. You're going to want to get that. Spawn 282's got a new character coming out. A couple new ones in the spring, which I didn't mention before. There's one called Hit Girl. That's by Mark Millar. Is the writer, and again, that Mark Millar World was bought out by Netflix as well. They're making a real push into the comics right now with their shows. So Hit Girl's a good one to get. I think there was I haven't got any Hit Girl. I'm pretty sure there was a previous series. This is like a second series kind of thing. But another one in February is called Versus, and that is it's kind of a futuristic. It's almost like a Running Man, you know, remember Schwarzenegger Running Man, where people sit around and watch gladiators. This is more like a spectator of war in the future, so it looks like a pretty good series. And then in March, you've got Oblivion Song. That's a Robert Kirkman series. He's the writer for Walking Dead. If you didn't know, I'm sure you do. So that looks really good. So Oblivion Song, that comes out in the beginning of March. And Gideon Falls is another Image title that comes out in March. So those are some really good ones from Image that I'm looking at. From Marvel, one you're going to want to look at in the next few weeks is once this Amazing Spider-Man Venom crossover ends, starting issue 797, they're starting a new storyline called Go Down Swinging. And in that storyline, there will be a new character called the Red Goblin. So there's obviously the Green Goblin is Spider-Man's one of his biggest foes. But yeah, there's a new character, the Red Goblin, so if you're not buying Spider-Man, start picking that up. Especially with issue 797, that's when that new story arc starts. Really good one to get, and that's, you know, going into issue 800, I wouldn't doubt that it's, you know, I don't know, a lot of times the first issue, 797 will probably have a cameo, and then 798 would most likely be the first full appearance, I don't know. But yeah, pick that up. I think it's a 4 or 5 issue story arc. Avengers No Surrender storyline. That's a really good one to get as well. That's a 12 issue story arc, and the Incredible Hulk is supposed to become the Immortal Hulk in that series. So that's kind of a new character, and I believe they're bringing Bruce Banner back. So one you're definitely going to look at. There's Infinity Countdown. That looks pretty good. That'll, you know, has a lot to do with Infinity Stones, and I think it's coming out around the Avengers 4 movie time. So, and Weapon H, again, that comes out in March as well. So Weapon H story or series is coming out in March. And for DC, I mentioned it before. I mean, obviously Doomsday Clock is running all year. The Flash Annual #1 starts a new Flash War story arc, and then that'll run through issues number 46 to 50. So that's one I'm really looking at. IDW's got a good one. I don't buy a ton from the independents, but IDW's does G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, and they're doing their 250th issue. That is, I don't remember exactly when it is. I think it's February or March. And there's going to be a new Snake Eyes character in that, so that's one you're going to want to look at as well. I will, you know, I'll talk anytime I hear about something or find out about something. I'll let you guys know in any future videos. But those are some good ones to keep your eyes out for in the future. Especially that Spider-Man with the Red Goblin. That's anytime you get a new character in Spider-Man, that's pretty cool. So, anyways, that's it for this week. Next week, being Christmas, hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, and comics won't be out. They're going to be a little late next week. I already talked to my shop. They're not coming in until late Thursday, so most likely I won't get a video out till Friday. So we'll see, but I expect one on Friday. I will have one out next week, but it'll be a little later. So anyways, take care. Have a good time. Bye.